Hi, everybody. My name is Meladrama. I'm here to represent my corporation, which is Into the Ether, and also by extension, my alliance, which is Vapor. I'm sure you've already heard about us today since Yuri was up here talking to you guys about some of our other corporations. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you to Eve Uni for hosting this and giving us all the opportunity to share what we do. And more importantly, thanks for giving us Yuri. We love him. We think we'll keep him. Yes, Into the Ether is in Out of the Blue, but our ticker is Vapor. So I'm going to close this because I will get super distracted. And I'll answer your questions afterwards. Who we are is we are a mid-sized alliance in Nullsec. I know we've all seen the Solve map and seen the big, huge blocks and how they're kind of taking over the game. We seek to give another opportunity, an option to join a more independent, smaller sized alliance. And I'll go into a little bit further why that's important to me and important to a lot of other people. So if you're looking for a choice that is not one of these bigger blocks or one of the corps that are within those bigger blocks, then look us up. So just a little bit about who Vapor is first. We're a mid-sized independent alliance. We are content creators, meaning we are always looking for ways to make this game fun for people, looking to, start stuff, get out there and make content for us and other people. If that means fighting you today and then fighting with you tomorrow, then that is what it would be. So we like to mix things up. We are all PvPers. Of course, everybody has to make their ISK somehow, so we have those opportunities as well. But at our core, we are all PvPers. And if you join us, you'll get asked a lot about pineapple on pizza. We are made up of all of these corps. I know that it seems like a lot of corps, but there's a funny reason behind that. A lot of these corps used to be in a different alliance that was like kind of equal to our size, called Great Wildlands Conservation Society. A few months ago, they decided to merge with us. And I say that it's funny because just last year we were in Scalding Pass fighting these guys, and now the tides have turned and we're all fighting together. We're back in Scalding Pass and many other places fighting. And so we got AMC and Flame and Home and Jailed and NACMO and all these guys and Wild U. All these guys came from GWCS and now they're with us. And we think that's really cool. It allowed us to broaden our time zone coverage as well, because a lot of these corps are all AU time zone, whereas Cholo is primarily US time zone with some EU guys. And then we have Gurkha and Viper, which is EU primarily, and UNXD is also a lot of EU guys. So that's who we are. But what I'm here to talk to you about today is Cholo. A little bit about Cholo. A lot of Cholo leadership has been in and around the game for 12 years or more, in differing levels. A lot of them flew together, back in the old war days that I don't even know about because I've only been playing the game for a year. But they've flown together for a long time. They're all friends. They have had meetups in real life. They will sometimes sit around and talk about ye old days of Eve. But for a long time, many of them were like AFK to differing levels again. But then, of course, the pandemic hit, and like a lot of people, they were at home and they were bored and started itching to come back to Eve. Rots and a few others came back and started this corp, and then they just started messaging people in Discord and saying, hey, why haven't you been playing? Or what are you up to now? And dragging them sometimes by the skin of their teeth back to Eve and into Cholo. And here we are a couple of years later, and Cholo has grown, and now they're even bigger. We are the head corp of Vapor itself. These are the things that we offer for you. Of course, just like any other Nullsec Alliance, we do SRP our fleet ships. We do have lots of content. We are on a huge campaign right now, and there is content day in, day out. If you are wanting to jump on a fleet, if you are wanting to get together with a small group and go do something, if you are wanting to do some blops, if you want to get in on big fights, we have them. We have lots and lots of people who just like to hang out and be together and do things together. I like to say Cholo as a group in general is a group of doers. If we are together hanging out, someone will find something for us to do. We do not do PAPs. We're not ever going to do a PAP. We're not a big block. We're all adults. We respect your time. If you're not familiar, PAP is like a fleet participation requirement where you have to be on a fleet X amount of times in a month or you'll get kicked. We're never going to do that. We're all adults. We, of course, have things where we want to focus on, and if you're online, we expect you to be there, and we call those CTAs. If you are available to be on them, we definitely want you to be there. We will be like, we need more numbers. Let's get more numbers in fleet. But we understand if you're taking care of your baby, or you're out on a date with your girlfriend, or you're visiting your in-laws or whatever, like, we're adults. We all understand that. We do have in-alliance freight services. It's kind of new to us. It was something that they ran before, but recently just got back up and working. They're called Slam Pig. They will bring your stuff from Jita down to where we're staging, or to our home and back to the other way around if you want to sell some things in Jita. We realize that in order to PvP, you need to make money. So we have lots of ISK making opportunities. If you need help making an ISK, we can help you figure that out, since for some of you, this might be your first time in Nullsec. But of course, we have a fully fit indie park. We have the best rigs in the game that you can for our reprocessing and industry. We have SOV upgrades in a lot of our systems, so that allows for ratting and a lot of mining belts that you might need. And we have moon mining. We have moons that are open to Alliance members to mine and then sell the ore on their own. We have an open market. What this means is if you want to make something and sell something, you can price it yourself. And in order to be competitive, we don't put any restrictions on that. So there's lots of ISK making opportunities. We have people who all make money in different ways. If you have any questions about that, I would be happy to answer them soon. So here's a little bit about what we're looking for. We don't have any hard SP requirements. We are not necessarily a new bro corp. We like to talk to individuals and see what they can do, who they are, if they fit in with us. And if there's somebody who we feel like is really going to fit with us and they could have like 10 million SP, 5 million SP, we would be willing to work with them as long as they're willing to train into the things that we need them to be able to fly eventually. But we'll still be able to fit you in on a fleet, even if you can only fly a Griffin. Like, we would be more than happy with that, as long as you're somebody who is going to fit with us. And part of fitting in with us is, a willingness to join in and get involved. Like I said, Cholo is a group of doers. We really like to hang out in comms. We want somebody who wants to come hang out and get to know us and be part of that. So if you are a lone buddy who likes to just log in and watch Netflix and mine and never really interact with anybody, Cholo probably isn't for you, and that's fine. There are other corps out there that would be. We do require Discord and Mumble access with a working mic. We do require that everybody be over the age of 18. I think pretty much anybody that plays Eve these days is over the age of 18. We do check ESI on auth. We do encourage a dread alt. Obviously, it's not a hard requirement, but it is highly encouraged. You don't have to be able to fly a dread today, but working on towards that is something that we definitely encourage. And also, as far as alts go, we say that this is a requirement, but talk to us. Having a useful alt for PvP is also something that we highly encourage. What I mean by useful alt is, like, you always want to have your main in the main fleet, but we also need people who are willing to fly dictors, scouts, tackle, any kind of useful PvP alt on another account if they can. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to message me or ask me about it after this. So these are some things that some people have said about the Corp. Some of them are just dumb, but I'll leave this up here while I tell you a little bit about what I enjoy about being in Vapor and why it's important to me to get people involved and recruit people. I really enjoy being part of something. My ERF career has always been about being involved. I like to feel like I'm a part of something and not just a number. So I like to help with recruiting. I'll dabble in fleet command. I like to help with fueling and logistics and structures. Obviously, not everybody is going to want to do those things, but that's how I play the game, and that's what makes this game interesting to me. The people I met in Cholo have not only given me the opportunity to be involved and included me in things, but they've also helped me learn how I can help with those things. They've helped me learn about structure management and helped me learn about managing my alts and how to do make tech 2 ships and things like that. Like if there's something I need to help with, somebody there is going to help me, talk me through it. I just have to ask. Before I was in Cholo, I was in Alliance where the leadership kind of kept themselves at arm's length from everybody else. They would play a lot of the Discord game and only log in for fleets. When they did log in to do something with us, it was like, oh, yay, I get to play with the boss today. But in Vapor, I'm hanging out with the CEO and founders of the Alliance every day. They're my friends. We're trading memes and in-jokes throughout the day. If you're an active player and want to be part of a community of people who like to hang out and do things together, this is a great place to do that. And so you don't just feel like a number. And I'm not saying everybody has to be like super involved or anything like that. We just want people who want to be there and hang out. So yeah, that's who we are and what we do. And if you have any questions, I can answer them now. Yes, we do allow dual citizenship like Yuri keeps, as long as you're transparent about it. We just need to know like what it is you're doing so that questions don't pop up and we're like, what the heck is this? So as far as so I saw Erish Shinen asking about mining. It's both. So right now we're on deployment because I think you already went over this earlier, but we are kind of sort of at war. So we're on deployment. So a lot of us are very, very focused on that campaign right now, going home to make ISK when we can. So a lot of the mining is solo right now, but there are people out there who will run the boost for you, compression, are totally willing to hang out and mine and chat with you. I was on a mini mining fleet last night in the middle of the night, mining ice, because that's what we decided to do. If we have a big moon pop, a lot of times people will all get out there together and hang out and mumble and chat and share boosts and things like that. But if I can't fly a PvP alt because I can't afford it, like I said, if you're interested, Erish Shannon, come chat with me. It's on a case-by-case basis, obviously. We're not monsters. Yes, dreads on alt. I think that's a pretty common thing in Nullsec because you want to be able to cover your dreads with the main subcap plate. Yes, our industrialists will buy your ore. We have a lot of people who are building things that will buy your ore or other components. Like if you are a PI person or if you are an explorer or whatever, you can reach out to some of our industrialists and see what they need. And sometimes they'll just buy it all, like a buyback program. But like I said, it is a free market, so you don't have to sell to them. You can, get your best deal.